Mark, give me the stock. But you can follow up and tell me what that means, and I'll try my best to do it for you.
A new condiment has taken the world by storm, and if you're a fan of chicken nuggets, tacos, pretty much anything, then you might like this sauce. Now, the sauce is pink, and it's not just pink. It is different shades of pink somehow. That's like going to your local Walmart, buying a bottle of ketchup, and then seeing one right next to it which looks slightly orange. Now, if you're like me, you may be thinking to yourself, what is so special about this sauce? And the answer is literally nothing. It's just pink. You know what else is pink though? Pepto-Bismol. But you don't see people pouring that shit on their chicken, do you? Unless, of course, that's what this is. Is that what this is? Though, there is a little bit of good news to come out of all of this. If you want to be an entrepreneur, go for it. Because this sauce right here is an example that people will buy anything. Even for something as stupid as its color. If someone made a new red sauce that tasted immaculate, but it was red, nobody would buy it because it would look like ketchup. But because it's a bright pink, which has to be artificially flavored or colored somehow, because there's just no way. Like, you're not gonna get a sauce that is like this bright, this pink, this colorful without adding something to it. I just refuse to believe it. Now, believe it or not, the fact that it's pink actually doesn't have much to do with the problems. Yeah, it looks weird, but I mean, if it tastes good, then it doesn't really matter. But thankfully for this product, it's got a lot more issues than just being pink. If you actually bought one of these pink sauces or look at one of the labels, then you'll know that not only does it look shoddy as shit, it doesn't really cover the bottle properly. It just looks like poor craftsmanship, which in and of itself is already pretty shady. I would think if you want to put a product out there that people are going to pay for, $20, by the way, for this little container of sauce, that you should probably make sure everything is done correctly, so no spelling mistakes, no label errors at all. It should all be correct because people are buying it and they're going to look at the back and they shouldn't be reading incorrect information. I thought that was a given, but I guess not. The problems actually do go deeper than the label though. Like I said, in some of the pictures I showed earlier, the pink is like a different hue, which doesn't really make much sense, but the sauce contains milk, which if you don't know, if milk is not refrigerated or stored properly, it will go bad and spoil. So considering there is milk in this sauce, and it's being sent to you through the mail, not refrigerated, it's probably going to be disgusting by the time it gets to you. They don't even send you these bottles in boxes. They couldn't even go that far. They give you those little really trashy plastic bags. They wrap those up and they send it to you, which means when they get to your house, it's probably going to be opened and all over the bag and spoiled on top of that, which means you just wasted $20 on nothing. But if you bought it in the first place, you deserved to lose that $20. So now that you understand a little bit more, we're going to watch her apology for the things I've talked about. And you know what? Maybe this will be a good one.
All right, y'all. Time to acknowledge the elephant in the room. So I want to start off by saying, number one, my apologies. My apologies. My apologies.
She managed to apologize 3 times without actually mentioning what it is she's apologizing for, which I find interesting.
I'm only human. I'm not perfect.
God, this is so tiresome. Not the I'm only human card. Not only is she now running a small business, but it doesn't really matter if you're human or not. Your product is going out to people who purchased it. You're trying to get it into stores. You are responsible for the product being top-notch and being safe to consume by the time it arrives to the customer. So, if it doesn't, that's going to be a lawsuit on your head. I'm assuming more than one. And it doesn't matter, that whole I'm only human thing isn't going to work in court.
Another thing, we have a team. Things happen. The grams got mixed up with the serving size. There's 444 grams of pink sauce inside of each container. It's about 30 servings per container. It was a mistake. We fixed the issue. You guys will not be receiving pink sauce bottles with the bad label. We are replacing all of the labels. We also are sending you guys a gift and a thank you note. And this is a small business, y'all.
Yes, because being a small business deems everything you've done incorrectly invalid, right? You gotta love how she's using the small business excuse, as in, we're new. We don't really know what we're doing yet, but we'll figure it out on the way we go, right? No, you need to make sure the shit is good as you're sending it out. You can't be using people as guinea pigs to make sure things are going smoothly. It needs to be going smoothly before you send it to the people. Also, I found it very interesting that she not once mentioned the fact that people receive their bottles either gone bad or completely exploded in the really poor packaging. Maybe she'll bring it up as this video goes on though. Maybe I'm talking too soon.
This is a small business that is just moving really, really fast. We are working to try to get the price mark down on the pink sauce. I want to also say I appreciate y'all for supporting me, for spending $20 per sauce to help us to produce it, because the ingredients are not cheap. Yes, we are following FDA standard. However, we are currently in lab testing.
Huh. You know, that's interesting because you say you're still in lab testing, but you're out here selling the product still.
We are in lab testing currently. So once we go through lab testing, we will be able to pitch to stores to put the pink sauce in stores, and we're so excited about that. But yeah, we're growing every day. I'm listening to y'all. I see y'all. I'm a passionate person, but yeah, I'm listening to y'all. I hear y'all, and we're growing every single day.
Wow, that was such a awful response. Listen, you know, she's listening to you guys. She's listening to everything you guys are saying, all the criticism you're giving her, but even in her apology video, she doesn't mention the actual issues with the product itself. Yeah, she talks about the mark value and the ingredient label, but not the product that she's actually selling. With that being said, this is obviously not a product that's worth it. Whether you find it cool or not, don't spend your money on this. You're better off throwing your money in the actual garbage can, because it actually, in my opinion, would have a better use than this. You're sending it to somebody who isn't giving you your money's worth at all. First of all, $20 for one container of sauce, which isn't even guaranteed to make it to you safely and edible. Yeah, I think that's just a waste of money. Anyway, that's it. Goodbye.